We are seeing some of the fattest layoffs ever, especially in the tech space. I mean, just look at Microsoft recently doing some of the biggest layoffs I've ever seen. I mean, they're cutting about 1% of their employee, about 2,200 people. I know that 1% may not seem a lot, but given the fact that Microsoft has been doing layoffs for the past like 24 to 30 months is a little bit concerning. Now, the company hasn't really expanded in their hiring department for years at this point. There was a massive increase from during the pandemic, like 2020 all the way to 2023. Massive amounts of hiring. You got like 75,000 new jobs, and they're all very high paying jobs at Microsoft. But afterwards, you got layoffs and stagnation. Basically, over the past like 2-3 years, Microsoft has not increased their headcount despite an increase in tech workers population and fresh college grads. So Microsoft is done. They're basically shrinking and not moving their company. And that is very concerning because these are going to be the companies that give people a living wage. Right now, the US unemployment numbers are very misleading because a lot of it is very low paying jobs, not high paying and good jobs by Microsoft. But also keep in mind that Microsoft is laying off so many people. I mean, even in 2023, the company cut an estimated 10,000 jobs across several divisions, about 5% of its entire workforce. Xbox is facing cuts as well. And in 2024, after acquiring Activision Blizzard for about $70 billion, they fired nearly 2,000 employees. And by the way, 10% of their entire gaming division is laid off. These are really extreme examples of layoffs, and also these jobs are never coming back. Especially with the introduction of artificial intelligence and AI, many of these companies are much happier when they fire workers. And that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, just look at Microsoft. Constant layoffs, constant AI spending sprees, and also office closures. And the revenue has always been pretty decent. But like I said, Microsoft is just laying off a lot of workers. And to just kickstart the year of layoffs is kind of scary. Get ready for like 2025, like quarter two or quarter three. You'd probably be seeing even more layoffs then. And Microsoft is exiting the Belleview City Center Plaza. New tenants potentially may be going in. Now, Bellevue is a really nice town. It's one of the few nice towns in the US that doesn't have like skyrocketing crime. It's right next to Seattle, which has its own problems, but so far Microsoft is vacating about 2 million square footage of space from Bellevue. That's big because they used to be one of the biggest employers of Bellevue. Now they don't even hit top 10. So shutting down such an enormous tower or campus or office space, how you want to call it, with 2 million square feet is massive. Okay, and many people feel like a lot of these massive companies are shrinking down their office space. So when you got Microsoft leaving, when you got some of the biggest tech companies leaving, you end up having a lot of vacant office space, which is not valuable anymore. In fact, people are saying that the commercial office market in America has dropped about $5 to $7 trillion. And that is very concerning. This is all the money that small regional banks, individual investors have put in. And when you look into some of the major office leases, Microsoft is terminating earlier than ever before. Microsoft, just like Google, just like Meta, do not want to have a crap load of office space in their disposal. It's very expensive to have a lot of office space. It's not good to have a lot of office space, and they're shrinking. When you have this much office space being thrown away, you get the idea that there's probably not going to be an increase in Microsoft headcount, but instead a decrease in the amount of workers. And I don't want to just talk about Microsoft all day. I mean, the tech industry has absolutely went bonkers. Just in the past 24 months, you got a lot of layoffs. But more specifically, in the past 12 months, 150,000 job cuts in tech. Tech is where you make a living wage. Tech is where you work and actually have a chance of buying a home and a car in America. And when these high paying jobs are basically gone, well, guess what? You got a lot of talented people working at Starbucks or working at a minimum wage job. I've seen people who graduated from college who have good degrees. We're talking about econ, some of them CS, and a lot of them are working very low paying jobs, like 30, 40, 50K a year. And they all want something higher, but it's just so difficult to get. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Thanks for watching. Comment below. How do you guys feel about the Microsoft layoffs? And see you later.